KREM 2 News at 4. Now a full hour of coverage and your only source for local news and weather at 4. With Tom Sherry and Whitney Ward, KREM 2 News at 4 begins now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
We're glad you're here. I'm Whitney Ward. We begin our broadcast tonight with some breaking news. Spokane County once again shattering COVID case records. 907 new cases just reported today. That is the highest single day number we have seen throughout this entire pandemic. 115 people are now currently hospitalized, according to Spokane Regional Health, which is an increase of 17 new hospitalizations just since yesterday.
So we have team coverage right now as we're seeing the impacts of Omicron grow. Janelle Finch is covering how school districts are adapting. And in just a few moments, we're speaking with the CEO of the Washington Hospitality Association.
First, though, we want to turn straight to Kyle Simchuk here now to tell us about some brand new guidelines from the Regional Health District. Kyle?
Well, yeah, Whitney, this new guidance comes right as schools are starting Spirit Week, which builds up to the big rivalry games next week at the Spokane Arena, like the Rubber Chicken game. Now, Spokane Regional Health is asking districts to hold off on those events until at least mid-February. The health district is concerned with the record high transmission of COVID-19 in Spokane County is seeing right now. Large events like school sports can spread the virus even more. SRHD says that could put a huge strain on school testing resources, contact tracing, and may result in student absences, staffing shortages, and even school closures. Case rates in Spokane County have yet to stabilize, so Spokane Regional Health is asking schools to consider the following: cancel or postpone large school events until case rates stabilize, likely in mid to late February. Require attendees to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test within 72 hours, and close food concessions to limit any close contact. Now, these are just recommendations. Each school district has the final say in whether they cancel or postpone any events. Now, KREM 2 has reached out to Spokane Public Schools, Central Valley, and Meade school districts. So far, SPS tells us they will be sending out an email to parents later this evening explaining how they are applying this new guidance. And we just got off the phone with Central Valley schools. They will likely push their Stinky Sneaker rivalry game back until February. They're just waiting on approval from the WIAA.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Well, this is also something we are keeping our eyes on. Heavy rain created avalanche danger on the west side of Stevens Pass. Crews still working that area. They're hoping to be able to reopen the pass on Wednesday. In the meantime, White Pass reclosed last night because of another rock slide. And you can see huge boulder there creating a big safety issue. Geotech engineers assessed the situation this morning and determined that rock was just too unstable to reopen the pass. So White Pass will stay closed on the west side until they can move that boulder. So that brings us now to weather. Of course, things have been really kind of iffy because obviously the snow was a big issue, but now it's melting and freezing and it's just back and forth. And
it's going to get even warmer tomorrow, and we're expecting even more rain tomorrow. So here we go. We've got a winter weather advisory in effect across northeastern Washington, North Idaho until early tomorrow morning. We're getting rain here. They're seeing more of a snow or a rain-snow mix up there. And look at the flood watch that's in effect all the way through Thursday late morning. That's on the west side of the state. It just continues to rain, especially west of the Cascades. Now, over the next 12 hours, we think we're going to see temperatures stay above freezing, actually even increase in temperature at times, and we'll probably look for rain showers or maybe in some areas a rain-snow mix, but you get the idea. It's very much warmer. Look at the rain that is just pounding areas of western Washington. Remember, they're still trying to recover from flooding in the lower elevations there. And more rain is on the way. You can see it's a snow Snow is falling where you see the white in northeastern Washington and northern Idaho, but you get down towards the Spokane area and just a little bit north of us, and most of it is falling in the form of rain. Here's a closer view. We'll show you what we're talking about. Again, rain between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but gosh, you head a little farther north, it's falling in the form of snow. We'll look for mostly morning showers and then a daytime high of 41 on Wednesday. I've got 40 expected on Thursday. It will be dry then. Continue dry on Friday. Temperatures above freezing. freezing, but at least the overnight low drops down to about 28. I'll check the rest of that 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. And still to come tonight, we continue to follow this breaking news of huge COVID numbers here locally, as well as new guidelines from the Spokane Regional Health District. So when we return, the hospitality industry, we know, has been hit hard by the Great Resignation, and now Omicron is making staffing an even bigger challenge. So we'll be joined live by the Washington Hospitality Association to talk more about what's making those jobs harder and how we could help.